Have an industry presentation cum fireside chat on role of molecular diagnostics in patient management by Mr. Dev Kishore Gupta, Director Medical Affairs CFID, and Mr. Abhishek Gupta, Director Sales CFID. May I please request both the gentlemen to join us on stage, please? A round of applause, please.
My name is Abhishek. I work as a sales director with CFID. And today, as a part of this presentation, we are going to talk about the latest advances in the molecular diagnostics. CFID is one of the leading molecular diagnostics company, and that works in the space of PCR, which is automated PCR. Now, as we talk about the mission of the organization, as the mission of the organization, we work on delivering a better way to improve patient outcomes by enabling PCR testing at every corner of the country. So what this particularly means is that we are trying to do as an organization the PCR technology, we want to make it accessible to the remotest of the locations in the country. We want to go to the remotest villages, maybe the likes of Bijnor, maybe the likes of Gorakhpur, so that the PCR technology accessibility is not limited to only the major cities. This is possible by the technology that we have, which is fully automated and something which can be done in the remotest sites. When you talk about the mission of the organization, we want to be the leading provider of the seamlessly connected molecular diagnostics. That means while the testing is going on, the results are accessible. We want to do that. The results somebody sitting in Delhi can see the results of something happening in the remotest of the sites. So this is possible because of our connectivity solutions in the instrument, which is a unique technology in a PCR world. Now CFID comes as a part of a Danaher conglomerate. This is a part of a big organization, and there are core values that drive our culture. We work on the 5 core values that starts with the best team wins, innovations define our future, culture talk we listen, Kaizen is a way of life, and we compete for our stakeholders. So these are the key core values on which the culture of the organization thrives upon. So we work in the best team wins attitude, wherein everybody together comes as a winning team, and there are innovative technologies that as a technology, if you look at CFID, the real-time PCR that we have, we are the only company which is doing the fully automated real-time PCR. And we work on the customer feedback. We work on the values that the customer want to share with us. And Kaizen is a Japanese word that's about continuous improvement. So we work on the continuous improvement. It is about continuously improving the way we operate in the market, the way we provide our results. And that's going to be something that is going to help our stakeholders. Now, just to give you a figure, over the last 5 years or so, CFID Danaher is a part of S&P 500 organizations, and the performance of the share value from Danaher has been at the top in those S&P 500 indexes. This is the logo for Danaher. As you can see, again the core values that I talk about. The best team wins, we compete for our stakeholders, innovation, customer talk, and Kaizen is our way of life. These are the 5 pillars along which our key 3 triple P works around. That's about people, process, performance, along with the plan. So this is about the organization working on these key areas, and these 5 pillars of our core values help us define the way we execute. This is about CFID, wherein we are present in more than 100 countries across the world directly. And there are organizations, there are countries where we are present indirectly, but we are present 100 countries, more than 100 countries. I'm happy to announce that the manufacturing sites that we have across the globe, there are 3 sites. One is US, one is Sweden, and the third one that we have recently opened is in India. So we have started making in India, we are now making India. This is a big step from the organization like CFID, because this is high technology transfer from a country like USA. So this is a big step in parallel to the initiative from the government of India for the Make in India initiative. And we have 17 locations for our offices across India, which includes a big headquarter that we have in Gurugram. These are some quick facts about the Cepheid presence globally. We are a company with more than 7,000 associates across the globe. There are more than 31 assays, different type of tests that we can do on our machine. There are 36 different machines that we have across the globe. Now 17 million tests on anthrax. I just want to take a minute and then talk about this. You all remember there was an anthrax breakdown in the year 2008 or 9 wherein the government of US was looking for some solution for the postal solution wherein they could test whether the postals that were coming in, they were having anthrax or not. Cepheid at that time collaborated with the US government to create a machine on which automated testing could be done for the anthrax testing. From then till today, we have done 17 million tests on the US government testing platform, and this is one of the achievements that we have 0 false positives. So everything that we have done from that year till today, 17 million tests, and there are 0 false positives. So that is one thing, so it is a great achievement in terms of the quality, in terms of the vision of the organization that talks about the quality testing. There are 22 assays that we have on the US FDA approved panel. And again repeating that we are present in more than 100 countries across the globe. Now this slide actually talks about the NPS. NPS is Net Promoter Score, which means on a scale of 100, how would a customer rate an organization to be referred to another customer. Now if you look at these graphs, Cepheid has done this survey. This is something that we do on a regular basis, year on year, and the last year results from 2021, happy to share that the likes of Netflix, Amazon, Apple, they are in 68, 69, 72 sphere, but the Net Promoter Score for Cepheid, the NPS is 75. What it means is that of the 100 customers that are using Cepheid, 75 of those would recommend using Cepheid to their colleague and their fellows. So this is something which we take with a pride, because this is something that talks about the customer commitment, talks about the quality of testing that we are doing as an organization. Now for the next slide, I would like to hand it over to my colleague Dr. Dev, who will talk about the medical importance of the test.
Hi, good morning everyone. I'm Dr. Dev Gupta, I'm Director of Medical Affairs of Cepheid. And thanks Abhishek for setting up the introduction so well. So yes, we know that there are a lot of platforms. You know, too many testing technologies. We have antigen tests, antibody tests, ELISA, whatnot. But we have to understand that not every platform actually, gives the complete understanding of the disease process. At times, it also creates confusion. So the quality of patient care, as you have seen, it varies from one setup to another. So as you have seen, in the laboratory setup, we have independent laboratories, we have hospitals, and we have near patient facilities like doctor's office, physician's office, clinics, and other setups. So it's a challenge to maintain the uniformity of quality across every segment. So what we offer from Cepheid? So I'll just discuss briefly the Cepheid solution. So this is a concept called PCR Plus. So what is PCR Plus? This is more than PCR. As Abhishek very nicely explained, this is the first or only automated PCR system, completely automated PCR system. So what do you mean by PCR Plus? So it's a higher level of PCR excellence. So it's the beauty of this PCR Plus concept. And we have seen in the PCR Plus technology, the advantages being accuracy, speed and efficiency, a flexibility. You can do this testing anywhere you want, be it a hospital, be it a lab, or a near patient testing site, physician's office, and also definitely the quality is assured, very much assured. As you have seen, 17 million tests, 0 false positivity. So this speaks loudly about quality. And finally, simplicity. This is as simple as withdrawing money from an ATM machine. So ease of use. So these are the actual USPs of this system, very sleek and absolutely easy to use. So the PCR Plus is definitely, it gives your confidence when and where it matters most. And very important thing, now we are talking about decentralization of testing. But one thing we must not forget, that the quality must not be compromised when you talk about decentralization. So this is where we can actually take a lot of pride. Our quality remains same. So because we go through a very rigid quality assurance process, and this is kind of sacrosanct, that quality is never assured. So when you talk about decentralized testing, when you talk about near patient testing, you can also say that yes, quality remains same. So for speed, we never compromise with quality. Because we know the confidence of the clinician, it matters, and the peace of mind of the patient and patient relatives also matter a lot, and this matter most to us. So when does a PCR plus solution look like? There's one platform plus there are 31 CE-IVD tests, which Abhishek has nicely explained, and we assure the accuracy, speed, flexibility, quality, and simplicity. And we have these lab quality solutions, like one simple preparation, test preparations. Most of our assays are having less than 1 minute hands-on time. So virtually just, momentary hands-on time, then you just load the equipment and it's auto-interpreted, what extra you want. And all in one cartridge, and finally a system. System remains same, the cartridge looks same from outside. So now I'll just talk, because this summit is for innovation. So I'll just talk where the innovation lies. A lot of innovation has already taken place in Cepheid. Now what the innovation looks like in Cepheid. So we have actually introduced the Cephid's new technology, which is called 10-color technology. What do you mean by 10-color? So this is the first PCR system with integrated 10-color compatibility for your hospital, your lab, and point of care setting. So what is meant by 10-color? So 10-color module means is a 6-color module. There's a presence system plus calibration for 4 additional dyes. So this depends on innovative excitation detection technique. I'll not go detail into that, but what's the advantage? Because this can detect an expanded number of genetic targets. This can be microbes. This can be antimicrobial resistance genes. This can be different disease loci and also oncogenes. But it uses the same proven expert cartridge. So apparently it looks, so this is how you can see 5 LEDs and there are 6 photo detectors. The utility is that with the help of all these, 20 fluorophores can be resolved. So as a result, using the same machine, same cartridge, you can actually detect close to 10 targets, and even you can improvise on that. So this is how this melting temperature detection, which enables accuracy of genotype and phenotype simultaneously, and you can resolve many targets at one time. So as I said, this can independently monitor 10 or more signals, and this detects an expanded number of genetic targets, and it can scale up testing, and everything is feasible with the same machine, same instrument, similar cartridge. So this is how the innovation happened for Cepheid. So we started our journey with this expert MTB reef, where, then slowly we have started this MEL curve analysis in the year of, after a few years, in the year of 17. So you have this Ultra with the exceptional speed, with the MEL curve technology, and finally now we have this XDR. So I'm just giving this example as a prototype innovation pathway for Cepheid. Now expanding of the best-in-class menu. So here you have, I'll just draw your attention. So we are actually we are penetrating every part of infectious diseases, and not only that, also the oncology segment. So if you look into this, we have this respiratory segment where we have COVID testing, and we are having upcoming assays of COVID, which is even future-proof. We are having multiple targets, 3 targets. We are having 4-plex assays, and also this respiratory panel. This is going to come up. Very common respiratory infections can be detected from the respiratory secretions in no time virtually. And also we have hospital-acquired infection. I have heard my previous speaker talking on this infection control and healthcare associated infections. So we have the entire range of product, because we know for a country like us, antimicrobial resistance is a big problem. So how to combat with that? So our assay can actually detect the exact carbapenemase resistance genes, and based on that you can optimize your antibiotics. So this is actually essential. And I also say this is going to be life-saving. So these assays, few assays are already there, and few improvised assays are going to come. And for this blood virology, women's health, and sexual health, we have the entire range of different sexual disease parameters being detected. We have HPV, which is coming in a big way, and this is a WHO pre-qualified assay, and also we have TB. So this is definitely, we are market leaders in TB, and we are innovating very, very rapidly in TB. So already have MTB Reef and MTB Reef Ultra. We have our presence in government program. We have launched MTB XDR for the drug resistant panel. We're going to come up with MTB Reef INH, which is going to revolutionize the entire diagnostic pathway. And not only that, finally we have these oncology markers as well. So this is all we are offering. So I just want to say that our future is based on multiplexing. With this 10-color technology, we are going to revolutionize the entire diagnostics. So stay connected. Thanks for your kind attention. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Deep Kishore Gupta and Mr. Abhishek Gupta, for this wonderful, insightful presentation. May I request Dr. Ravi Gupta, CEO and Editor-in-Chief, Elets Technomedia, to please join us here for giving the mementos. Dr. Ravi Gupta here, please. So if you could please present a small token of appreciation to Mr. Deep Kishore Gupta, Director, Medical Affairs, CFIT. And to Mr. Abhishek Gupta, Director, Sales, CFIT. May I request for a group photograph with the eHealth magazine. Thank you.